welcome to the Israel Me podcast with your boy Tyler and Robert, who's flexing on me right now.
Welcome to
He just
episode
comes.
19.
This
Episode
man comes
19.
in flex. This man comes in flexing on people. All right, I
but
love that.
but before we get into it, huge shout out to those who actually kind of helped us get to the 40 subscriber mark here on the
Yo,
It's Real to Me channel.
thank y'all. There was a lot of freaking waiting, and
Six
I had to
fucking
promote.
months.
I had to promote my stuff physically to other people to get to that 40 mark. But to those who subscribed to get to this 40, man, thank you.
Uh,
Thank you. 'Cause,
what is going on, Logan? What is good, man? What is good? What's good? What's good? Oh yeah. So we just
um,
had to get that out of the way.
we had to give that extra boost ourselves to get to that 40, but it was worth it, man. It was worth it. Because that's what you got to do. You got to push yourself. You got to promote yourself. We have to promote ourselves better, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
We struggled with that early on. We struggled with that lately. That's why we haven't gotten to that 40. I started promoting the shit out of it to other people, and they're like, "Yeah, I'll subscribe." They subscribed, and we're at 40. So thank you guys. But let's get into it. And this first thing is so idiotic. The person who was victimized is at fault. There was a fake Liv Morgan account
Oh jeez.
on Twitter, and some gullible ass man believed it. That account took his money. All of it. So this man wasn't able to pay for his damn house. His house gets foreclosed. Liv Morgan makes a post saying, "You guys shouldn't believe these accounts," which they shouldn't to start out with.
If it doesn't have a
But
check mark,
if it doesn't have a check mark, they're not real.
and the thing about
This
this
is
too.
why. This is why when celebrities have Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, they have a blue check mark next to their name because they're verified. It's them. But when
And
they don't, we know you should know it's a fake account.
like if you like and think as you think about this, or like if you just like if like it's not wrong to have a fan page, but don't be a dick.
You have these wrestlers or you have these celebrities getting mimicked on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, whatever, what have you. I don't know if it's. I'm pretty sure it's for clout. It's for clout or to steal people's money. Which in this case, an asshole created an account and took a man's money,
Unbelievable.
and the man wasn't able to pay for his house. He lost his house, and Liv Morgan found out and made a PSA post saying you should not believe any of the stuff that people are like sending you, like these accounts. Oh, thank you for being a fan, all this other shit. I'm getting these accounts following me on friggin' Instagram, and I know
Like you can,
that they're
because
fake.
I can send bullshit like from like a mile away. It's like
I sense bullshit instantly. Oh, literally, I have this. There's like this fake account. I have one from Sony Deville, a fake account. Fucking Liv Morgan, Mickey James. I've gotten freaking fake accounts left and right with these wrestlers. And the thing is, the big indicator that should tell you that it's a fake account.
look at the they're like on Instagram. Just look at
Look,
the at.
look, look at the at, because there's a lot of misspelling going on in there. Look and see if they have a blue check mark. If they don't, they're not verified and they're a fake account.
Absolutely.
But there's no right person. There's no, to me, in this situation, there's no victim. There's no suspect. They're both suspects in this. Well, there's a
Right.
suspect and there's an asshole who believed it.
Yep. Unfortunately.
Don't believe what these fake accounts are sending you. If there's a fake account and you know it's a fake account, block them instantly. That's what I do when these fake accounts are following me on Facebook, not Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I get them a lot too. Just block them. But yeah, some crazy shit to start off the episode with this whole fake Liv Morgan thing. But next up, we have a main roster debut. One problem. It wasn't on the damn show.
That's some.
It was LA Knight.
Shit.
There's another problem with this. He's not a wrestler anymore.
That's gonna suck.
He's a manager. He is a manager. And guess who he is freaking managing? A guy who hasn't been on TV for months. For years, honestly. Since Retribution broke up.
Oh, jeez.
He is managing Mace.
Oh, fuck.
He's managing Mace.
That's some dumb shit.
And he made a fucking dark match appearance.
Unbelievable.
It was a dark match during dark segment before SmackDown even went on the air. And he's creating a goddamn stable called the Night Model Management. Are you freaking kidding me?
What in the app?
I don't know what's going. Like, I thought the name changes were bad.
This is worse.
And what makes this bad? This was the plan they were going to have with Adam Cole before he left. This was what they were going to do with Adam Cole. He was going to debut as a freaking manager.
And thank God for Adam Cole leaving when he did.
I praise that motherfucker for leaving, going to AEW because, oh my god, dude.
That's
you took a guy who's a goddamn wrestler and a skilled wrestler at that,
and you ruined him.
Has all this potential as a WWE superstar. Has a high ceiling. Great on the mic, great in the ring, has all this charisma, and you're having him utilize half of that? What?
It's just bad. It's bad.
You're not even using him to his full potential. You're half-assing the guy. Not to think that he's not going to be a good manager, but still, you're half-assing it. He's a wrestler.
I'm not saying anything about it because I have no words for it.
I have no idea what they're going to do with that, if it's even going to be on TV. I think what's going to happen is it's going to end up on main event. He's not even going to be seen on SmackDown.
That's
at all. Which makes that thought makes it worse, because that's possibly what's going to happen, because they had no freaking use for Mace.
I mean,
at all.
No, I think a lot of people understand why WWE is not the place that it used to be.
It's not the end all be all anymore because of bullshit like that.
Because now you're seeing, like, obviously AEW, New Japan, Impact, and some of these other indie companies start being up on the rise. It's like we've seen what the hell's her name? Oh crap! I can't even remember her name now. It's really starting to drive me nuts.
Describe her, bro. Describe her.
I think she was like light skinned with black hair, I'm thinking, because she appeared on AEW, one of the AEW shows. I can't remember what the fuck her name was.
Cameron?
No, not her. She was more on the thicker side.
Thicker.
Not basically not like
the only light skinned thicker woman that I know is Nyla Rose, and she was never in WWE at all.
No,
that's all I know.
No, not Nyla Rose, because she was on the independent scene for. She got her chance on. I think it was like the Rampage or AEW Dark.
Keep describing her, because
I can't. Oh my god!
Light skin
like
is working for me.
Like fuck. I can't remember. I don't know where she came from, but I don't know. Like, but you're seeing like some of these unknown indie talent, like who appear for AEW, finally, actually getting like kind of like getting the star shine on them. No matter if it's AEW Dark, even though that's their
Here's the problem that I have with the indie star thing. Right, there's one star that's not been utilized that I have been vouching for about a month, and it's pissing me off that AEW is screwing her over.
the. Hang on, I think I know who you're talking about. I can't remember her fucking name.
Sky Blue.
Oh, that.
She is getting fucked over in AEW. And I usually say, oh, but AEW can't. I'm not one of those to be like, AEW can't do no wrong. They push talent that should be pushed. Sky Blue ain't getting pushed. She's a talented wrestler. I've seen her in ring work on Dark. She's not bad. Like, start using her. Start utilizing her. Stop making her lose matches. She had a freaking squash match just Wednesday, where she got trampled on by freaking Marina Schaefer.
Oh right, yeah. Because we were kind of talking about that. It's just like, yikes.
What proves the whole indie thing wrong too is that they're trying to stick it to WWE. They're trying to stick it to WWE by pushing all the ex-WWE talent and just leaving the damn indie talent on the undercard. Jericho became world champion at AEW. Miro became TNT champion. Like, they're utilizing the WWE talent to stick it to them, and the indie talent that they sign elsewhere are getting screwed.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I usually,
and it's not just that. And if you think about
in
it too,
like in 2019 and 2020, I didn't want to. I had my rose-colored glasses on. I didn't want to believe that because I was so anti WWE at that time because WWE was pissing me off in 2019 and 2020.
I think WWE was pissing everybody off.
It was. WWE was at a really low point in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not
but
just
then again,
because of the pandemic.
Yeah, that too. But it's just like, yeah. I mean, I can understand that. Plus, you've got to think too. Like, no company's perfect.
Like I have my rose-colored glasses on with AEW. Oh, AEW can't do no wrong. Well, guess what? My rose-colored glasses were off, and I'm seeing that they're doing some wrong.
And it's not just. I mean, yeah. Look, AEW is doing some wrong, but you got to think too. Like, no company is perfect. I mean, we all know.
Yeah, no company's perfect.
Like, so, but it's just like it might happen. If it happens from time to time, then that could be a problem. But
here's the thing: the problem with this too, they're having the same problem that WWE has.
Yeah,
they have so much goddamn talent that half of them aren't even being used. Freaking Joe Janela, he hasn't even been used.
And he's already he's already out the door.
He's out the door. Sonny Kiss wasn't even freaking used. That was a freaking crime.
Even though Sonny Kiss is now retired because of that neck injury.
No. That was a lie. That was a lie. He's been working indie scene.
Damn.
He was out the freaking door. Who else?
Oh God.
The majority of the goddamn women's division.
Yeah, maybe Sean Spears too. I mean, he's been used.
Sean Spears is more like a manager now, which nobody really liked him in the ring. Like, I could see why WWE didn't push him now.
I mean, yeah,
I feel like WWE was in the right because he's kind of meh in the ring.
But I think he's doing well as a manager though, because I think
as a manager he's funny as hell. But as a wrestler, he's just meh. Like, he's not bad, but he's not great. He doesn't scream. He doesn't scream star to me. That's the thing.
But I think it was with Sean Spears. yeah, he may not be the greatest, in the ring, but I do think his knowledge of the business, I think that's going to rub off some of these younger guys who are kind of he might take under his wing. Especially if you think about it, because like if you took a look at Chris Van Fleet, because he was at Sean Spears at Sean Spears wrestling school. I think Sean Spears,
Oh
say
yeah, when he went there and got his shit
chopped
rocked,
almost about 20, yeah, chopped 20
fucking
times.
chopped the shit out of him. His whole freaking chest was red as hell, blistered. I'm like, damn, Chris, you took a beating.
But yeah, it's just like I think Sean Spears can really teach, can do some good and just teach some of these younger, up and coming wrestlers who are coming through the business. Because I think Sean Spears has known enough to.
He's known enough to teach him, but himself, he's not the greatest.
Yeah.
And I could see why WWE didn't push him now.
Yeah.
But other wrestlers have been screwed by AEW because of the influx of talent they bring in. To just stick it to WWE. Oh, we have more talent. We have this person, we have that person. What's up, Key? How you doing, Key?
I'm trying to think who's the one name. Like you said, Sky Blue is a perfect example.
Sky Blue is like very blatantly, obviously getting screwed because she just got jobbed out this Wednesday.
Yo, JC Sports Side, what's good, my guy?
Oh, what's up? What's up? How you doing?
But it's like I'm trying to think. Man, it's just like Joey Janela. We all know that because same with Sonny Kiss. Trying to think who's another Sky Blue. Okay, so that's what we got so far. Some of the women's.
I said the majority of the women's division. Honestly,
well, that because I can't think of anybody yet. I mean, you definitely make the argument for Brian Cage too.
Brian Cage is just a dick. I think that's the reason why he's been off TV. He's just a dick. Oh, I haven't gotten a push. The dude literally said that right after he won a goddamn ladder match to get a TNT title shot. Like what? And you tell me, oh, well, I didn't get a push. So the reason why Brian Cage hasn't been on TV is because he's a dick. You don't deserve to be on TV.
Well, that's true. But it's just, and like you said too, like, oof.
Listen, we'll talk about that on the sports podcast.
Actually, no, we'll discuss it on the Eagles Talk podcast.
That's a great question on that one. I don't know if they're going to take you on 15 or 18, but we'll figure that out. This week. Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Well,
Saturday.
No, tomorrow. We'll talk more at the end. But
we'll talk about when we're doing the dang show. But we're doing the dang show.
I already think I have a schedule, so I gotta let you know about that. But that's here nor there. It's just I mean, there are times I've seen some companies that screw some talent over. I mean, and there are times I've looked up and when I used to watch old Impact episodes, it's like I've seen some talent that gotten screwed over from time to time. So
you've seen it. Look at the Young Bucks.
Ooh.
They only had like one title reign in TNA.
Technically they were known as Generation Me, and a lot of people.
They were called Generation Me. This is before that's before they became the Young Bucks, and that's my And the thing is, you know what's funny?
What's that?
I never realized it was them until watching it back.
Yeah,
very recently.
And I think too,
oh shit, that's the Young Bucks.
And I think too, this is before they became international superstars, and what they were known for
Ring of Honor. TNA guys. That was
before the Ring of Honor days, New Japan, where they're most known for. And think about what happened. What could have been, if Kenny Omega did not leave Deep South Wrestling, who knows what kind of a story he could have. Without
I don't even know. I don't even know what the hell.
History could have been.
The thing is with that, he was good at promos, but I think he was kind of still green in the ring. That's why WWE didn't sign him further past the developmental deal.
Yeah, true. But I mean, now we see it first.
Yeah, we see it
firsthand, and throughout, for those who kept up with New Japan or watched Ring of Honor.
Speaking of Ring of Honor, we have a new Ring of Honor television champion.
I know where you're going with it.
In a fucking killer match this Wednesday. Killer match.
That was just
where goddamn both Samoa Joe and Minoru Suzuki were no-selling fucking chops. And for like 10 minutes of the match.
And also look at it too, it's just like seems like Samoa Joe is finally having fun. Being
Samoa Joe was having so much fun in AEW.
And the fact that when he returned to Ring of Honor, the pop that he got, it's just like, I think he's home. I think he's back where he belongs.
He's home, yeah. Ring of Honor. That's where he got his start.
Yeah. And
prior to TNA.
Yeah, people. It's just like it's crazy how much time has gone on for some of these guys who were in Ring of Honor, and just seeing how their careers have paved out. Samoa Joe. We're seeing with Jay Lethal. That's another guy that's getting screwed over. That's Jay Lethal. I forgot about him.
No, I think
I might be wrong.
I think now with this whole Ring of Honor thing, I think the problem was they didn't want to give him a lot of wins in AEW because they were going to put him on Ring of Honor anyway.
Okay, makes sense. And what's funny is just like, how the hell is Sanjay Dutt still relevant after a decade?
I literally stopped watching AEW because I wasn't keeping up with it, honestly.
It's just like Sanjay Dutt. It's like, I
wasn't keeping up with AEW. But when I saw Sanjay freaking Dutt on my TV,
this can't be this.
I'm like, when the fuck did he go to AEW? I thought he was with WWE like a year ago.
That's what I'm thinking. Just like, I thought he was out of the spotlight for years.
To me, no, he got signed to WWE as a producer.
I guess maybe.
I'm like, when did he get fired?
That or probably his contract expired.
I'm like, when did his contract expire? When did he get fired? And I'm like, when did he show up in AEW? What the fuck?
That's crazy.
apparently he and Jay Lethal turned heel at Ring of Honor Supercard Supercard.
I'm very interested in where that's gonna go because I'm very interested.
We haven't seen a heel Jay Lethal since like 2014, 2015.
Yeah, it's been years.
When he was in that faction with freaking Kenny King.
What the fuck's it with the faction name? I can't remember what it was.
I forgot too.
Damn it.
He was in a faction with Kenny King and Taylor Hendricks.
See, remember that? Oof. Kenny King, yes.
This is before she started her shit outside and she got banned.
Okay. So this was before Taylor Hendricks, I think, went to Impact, I'm guessing. And that,
no, she didn't go to she didn't go to Impact at all.
I think it was somebody else. Who the hell was it? I don't know. I'm pretty much got something else on my mind when it comes to...
Oh, fucking! You're thinking Redhead, right?
Yeah, where she actually, because she was part of the...
What's her fucking name?
Oh my god! She was
also... She literally does a podcast with fucking Mickey James.
And I think she was also part of a few storylines with the Beautiful People during her time with Impact. What the fuck was her name? Oh my god!
All right, I'm gonna have to get back to you on that on the next episode because I'm forgetting.
I'm blanking out because
I'm blanking out too. But no, it was Taylor Hendricks caused a lot of freaking problems. I think 2016 or 2017 she started causing shit. Got fired by Ring of Honor. Been blacklisted from wrestling ever since.
Wait, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, she got fired from Ring of Honor because she was starting like drama or something. I forgot what it was about. I forgot what happened. But she had since got blacklisted from wrestling. No company even signed her. People forgot about her.
Yeah.
And I remember her from that from that faction with Jay Lethal. That's the only reason why I remember her.
That's crazy.
But yeah, it was her. It was him, her, and Kenny King in
I
that
feel like Kenny
faction.
King was very underappreciated in Ring of Honor. Very underappreciated.
Kenny King has so much goddamn charisma, and he's so
He's
impressive
got
in the
so
ring.
much like I thought he was. I think he did
And
have the.
his goddamn theme song in Ring of Honor
But
has
it's
me
just
nodding my
so
head every.
it's just like it's kind of plays towards his ego a little bit.
Yeah, he was egotistical. He was a fucking dick, bro. He was a great heel. Great heel.
Yeah, very underappreciated that.
Yeah. Speaking of great heels, we have a birthday shout out. Mrs. Vicky Guerrero.
Oh Jesus! Wait.
Excuse me, it's her birthday today.
Oh God! The amount of times where I had to freaking hear that.
Excuse
I
me.
was like, oh, this is how it's like
I'm
literally
like,
sounds like
oh
it was on
no.
a fucking chalkboard.
I'm like, oh Jesus Christ, shut up, Vicky.
But it's just, but then again, you can't really. I mean, she's also. I mean, you can't take it away that she's so great on the mic.
Oh
You,
my God, she like they made her so annoying as a heel,
but you
and
can't
she
help
was
to hate.
just so great as a goddamn heel because of it.
Yeah, definitely. And the fact that she also, even like, it's just like, yeah, well, and not like a lot of people know that she does. I mean, obviously, she was married to Eddie, right? Oh God, I'm
She, yeah, she was married to Eddie. They
wow.
split the first time when he had his drug issues. She gave him an ultimatum: get clean or we're done. He got clean. They reconciled. They stayed married for years until he died.
Which is on.
Um, but yeah, she got into the business because of him. She was in a few storylines with him,
That's
and
it's
and
just
she loved it so much that she stayed.
yeah, it's just like. And the fact that like her voice is like sounds like nails on a fucking chalkboard when you first when you first talk.
Like, shut
Like,
up,
like
Vicky.
it's just like you think like booze coming down and well
Dude,
let's
dude.
put it
As soon as she said "excuse me," you like, dude, the fucking crowd just
honestly like
erupted in
just the
booze.
booze were raining down
Like
hard.
it was like boo, and then you could hear it get louder and louder every time she opened her damn mouth. Like every time, like it just got louder and louder and louder. But yeah, happy birthday, Vicky.
Shit, happy
You're
birthday! Holy
you were you were a dickhead on TV, but you're such a nice person off of it.
yeah.
And you're still a dickhead on TV in AEW, so keep
Yeah,
doing what you're doing.
yeah.
And keep yelling excuse me, even though we hate it.
Ugh. Thank God I think they already made a T-shirt about that too. It's just like
I
Jesus.
would get it. I would get it.
I think a lot of people would.
People would buy that instantly. But I do have some more somber news with wrestling. Unfortunately,
Ah,
I saw
shit.
this, had to write it down. Former WWE star Virgil has announced that he has recently suffered two massive strokes,
Yikes.
and he now has dementia.
Oh fuck.
So it's not looking good for Virgil.
Damn. It just seems like the wrestling world always get hit.
The
It's
thing is,
just
the thing is, it's easier for wrestlers to get health issues because of what they did to their bodies.
that is true. That is very
Like
true.
they're putting a lot of beating on their body.
Like, yeah, I mean, it does. I mean, we saw what happened to to Scott Hall. God rest his soul. I mean, think about the
Saw
amount of
saw
time
happen saw happen to Eddie.
we saw it. Who's another
We
one?
saw we saw it
Oh,
with
oh,
fucking
um, I know. I know his name. Really, a lot of people don't really want to talk about because but
the
it's just
murder
like,
thing, the murder suicide thing. I
yeah,
get it.
you know who basically.
The thing is, I don't believe. The thing is, yes, he had that head injury from taking beatings to the head, but come on, he still killed his family. I'm not respecting the dude for that. I don't care if he had head issues or not. But yeah, he suffered with it. Um,
I mean, Eddie with drug,
Eddie suffered with it because he had drug issues.
and that which led to his
He,
a bad heart attack.
He got clean, but his heart was already freaking fucked up from the drugs.
Yeah, and unfortunately, he didn't.
And he kept wrestling, and it caused more strain on his heart, and he died.
Almost 16 years later. Holy shit, that's fucking crazy.
It's been times passed a lot from his death,
and then
from that wrestler who shall not be named's death. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And it's just like in Scott Hall's case, like he dealt with drug issues, alcohol abuse, like he did with the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, but the thing is, it wasn't the drug issue that killed him. He died from complications via a surgery.
Blood clot. Yeah,
from a surgery, which that could happen to anybody, drugs or not.
Yeah, it's just, but no, this is like before that, because if you looked at it, watch some of these like live shows, like you can tell that when you see Scott Hall,
like I said on that previous episode when we were remembering Scott Hall the week he died. He showed up to a show. It was in a documentary. He showed up to a show, shit-faced drunk, and collapsed in the ring. And a lot of these wrestlers, if it's not substance abuse issues, it's heart issues, or it's brain issues.
Yeah, it's just, and think about it too. Like this is like. And I think, and you can see it a lot too, in like some wrestlers just sometimes just hang it up, like, and look, and take Triple H's case for a perfect example. A guy who was already up there.
Yes. He was smart for that, though. He was very smart for that. Because if he kept going, he would have died in the ring.
I think,
as opposed to out of it.
It's just like and if you've looked at what Triple and like Tyler said, it was kind of the smart thing. It's like he kind of ways to like say, okay, look, I'm going to retire.
Kind of. It was a flat out smart idea.
But I'm saying it's just like, okay, so look, he kind of way like, look, maybe because I think he knew his time was coming to an end. The fact that he's been wrestling for 3 decades, that's an impressive feat in itself. But then again,
since 95, 96, he's been wrestling.
And it does
go as long as he has, man.
I mean, you can. You could definitely the same thing can be said with the Undertaker the last 3 decades since 1990.
If you think, yes, exactly. Shout out to my cousin. I just got off the phone with her because she wanted me to jog her memory on who her favorite childhood wrestler is, and it was the Undertaker. So shout out to her. But yeah, with those two, they were able to prolong their career because they maintained their character's freshness. Mm-hmm. It didn't get stale for them. Or you had Triple H going from a goddamn prince from England, wherever the hell that was.
Nope, don't worry.
That was a shitty ass freaking gimmick.
But I think he made the right choice to changing that gimmick to what he
went from that to the game. He went from that to the game, and then he went from the game to the King of Kings, which was basically the game 2.0. It was the same character, but he just called himself a king.
Exactly, and definitely, it's just like, and the same thing about the Undertaker too. Like he has not changed his gimmick.
He went from a freaking crypt keeper to a freaking ministry of freaking darkness to freaking
one of the best gimmicks. One of the best gimmicks.
From a biker dude to a zombie with powers.
Yeah, it's just like Tyler said, like those two, for example. Yeah, I know there's different alterations, but it's still almost like the exact same character with the different alterations.
It's derived from that same character. There's different iterations of the character, but it's derived from that same character. That's how these wrestlers maintained their freshness for years. You have one character, but there's versions. It's basically what Marvel does with multiverse.
Perfect example too.
Same character, different iterations. And I'm thinking all you Marvel fans might like that analogy.
I mean,
coming from a fellow Marvel fan myself.
Yeah,
But yeah, but these wrestlers take a beating, and it
and
just
they're
harms their health.
it
It's
sucks.
inevitable. It's inevitable though. Like you do this business, it's gonna take a beating on your body. You're getting punched, yeah, albeit fake punched. You're still
But
getting
like,
slammed. That
yeah,
stuff's real. Slams, they're real.
and there are times like there might be some
Only thing that's
downside
not really real are the punches and the kicks. But
yeah,
when you're getting slammed, you're really getting slammed.
or get hit in the back of with the chair, which is that's gonna fuck your back up too.
You're getting
Um,
hit. Yes, you're getting hit with a base of the chair. It doesn't hurt as much, and you're trying to not hurt your opponent hitting them with a chair. But the chair's still steel. It's
yeah,
still
it's
gonna
just like,
hurt.
and there are times it's like, yeah, I mean, think about it too. It's like obviously there are some different companies have a wellness policy. It's just sometimes it might go down a dark, be a downturn. I mean, take a look at Jeff Hardy, for example. Look at the amount of beatings he has taken over his last 20 years, give or take. How long has it been?
98. 98 he debuted with his brother.
Almost,
So
so basically
22.
almost 20,
So 20. Basically 24 years.
yeah, so basically almost 25 years, and it's just like you gotta think of the pain that he had to go through year in and year out.
The man kept jumping off of goddamn ladders.
It's just like it's just like it's kind of not saying it's not a perfect example, but it's kind of sometimes it's kind of sad to see some of these like guys who, and at times it has led to addiction at times. Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy, like I said, not be the perfect example, but he has a track record of, battling that addiction. John Moxley, another guy, alcohol addiction, and he went to rehab on his own will.
I loved when that happened because John Moxley said, "Look, I have a problem. Let me fix it." He went and fixed it. Now his life's better. He's in a faction. He's doing amazing stuff now, and he is clean for his baby, and his wife, which I
Yeah,
am happy about. He thought of his family and went and got clean.
and kicked the ass of his alcohol addiction, basically.
And he came back, cut a promo, said he looked the devil right in the face and gave him the middle finger. I'm like, fuck yeah, you did.
It's even better. Kick the guy out for heckling him too. That makes it even much more better.
Like, get this motherfucker out. I'm
like,
oh shit, what did he say? What did he say? Apparently he said something about his drinking issues, and he's like, get this motherfucker out. He got kicked out, and that situation made me stop respecting Bully Ray too, because he said he shouldn't have said shit. He should have just taken it. No,
and yeah,
he ain't got to take that shit.
And now, and I think Devon also, I think, is also called their career too, if I'm not mistaken, too.
Devon had to have career-ending surgery, and honestly, I'm glad he's okay. He's pulled through.
Look, I think
look, he had a lengthy career, so it was time.
Absolutely, definitely. I think it's just like, it sucks. I mean, that's, even though it is part of the business, but that's something you're going to have to live with, which is, let's be real, not the easiest thing. I mean, I don't know.
The last thing that I have written down here, and this should be a given. WWE talent are reportedly worried that they might be released.
What the hell?
The talent are worried that they might be released. I believe that, and to me, it's not really that.
It's not that much of a surprise, though.
It's not that big of news for me, because I'm thinking they're freaking been worried since 2020 when they had that mass firing.
And
because of budget cuts, when it wasn't really budget cuts, because they have a boatload of freaking money from other ventures. And
there are times,
and while yes, I believe that, but it's like I said, it's not news to me. But I had to write it down because it was the only thing left on the news website, and they should be worried.
Well, and that too, and there are times we saw the backlash of it. Some of these big names big names that got released.
Look at fucking
Braun Strowman's a
Look at
perfect example.
who?
Braun Strowman, remember when he got released?
Braun Strowman. No, Braun Strowman's not a perfect example. You want to know why? He's in a company that barely no one watches.
That's true.
That control your narrative shit.
Trying to.
We have Jeff Hardy, who was really getting screwed that last year.
And I think the fact that he pulled the most petty move, but I do like how he did it. Like, oh, I'm gonna fake like I'm.
He didn't. It's not even. Oh, I'm gonna fake like I'm on drugs. I know what you're trying to go with there. No, what happened is he got hurt. Vince told him to stay in the goddamn match. He walked off in protest. He knew Vince was going to be pissed at him for it. He walked through the damn crowd. Vince jumped the damn gun and said, "Oh, he's on drugs."
Yeah,
like minutes as it's happening. Oh, he's on drugs.
And you had Matt and his wife come out and said something about it too.
Matt and his wife flat out was on Twitch the next I think it was the next week.
It was the following week.
And said, "Look, you guys don't have anything to worry about. WWE are a bunch of liars and hacks who think this man's on drugs when he is not on drugs."
And I just like when I heard him, I was like,
oh, and another thing too, Matt Hardy came out and dissed WWE again today.
I mean,
not because of the Jeff Hardy thing, because of how they're booking talent.
And I think he should.
And he's completely right. Completely right.
Yeah, absolutely, because it's like
they're booking talent like dog shit, dude.
I mean, we're seeing with LA Knight, who I really liked as a wrestler.
Seeing it with LA Knight, seeing it with Liv Morgan.
That's a travesty in itself.
We're seeing it with fucking Rhea Ripley. Let's just throw in tag teams that lose all the time.
Like it just
same thing with Liv Morgan. Let's throw in a tag team that loses. What?
I mean, you can also make the argument that Shayna Baszler is kind of getting poorly booked too at times.
Not really, because she was just a tag team champion.
Well, not on a consistent basis, but there are some times where she has been booked poorly.
I feel like I think like back in like 2019, 2020, she was booked like dog shit. She was booked poor, mostly 2019.
Yeah, I think
it started off well with her in the Elimination Chamber. She was badass. She was as deadly as she was in NXT, trying to break some people's arms. They had her stop doing that, put her in a losing streak. It was just like, then they put her in a tag team,
and just
they made her win the tag team titles, which was fine. But Shayna Baszler needs a goddamn women's title run. She needs it.
Because she has all the potential to be a women's champion.
She definitely does. She has all the potential. She has all the tools. She's great on the mic. She's great in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got the tools to be a champion. I feel that. I felt that in NXT. I gravitated towards her instantly when she was in NXT. Same thing with Liv Morgan in 2016. I gravitated towards her.
Just unfortunate. It's unfortunate what's going on with Liv Morgan, though, man. It is very unfortunate at times.
Let's just put her in goddamn tag teams where she loses. Oh, let's give her one title.
One title match.
One title match where she loses to freaking Becky Lynch in a pay-per-view. Doesn't even sniff the title picture again. Like, what?
Because and if I'm thinking and I'll say this too, if I'm Liv Morgan, if I saw that, it's just like, yeah, I might take my talents elsewhere. I might be more appreciated.
Like, nah, I'm not being appreciated right now. You have me. Yes, I'm in competitive matches. Yes, I'm on TV a lot. But the problem is, you're not booking me to win. You're not booking me to have a title reign. I'm not having much of a career here.
It's just like my career is pretty much going to be dead on a run by the time I leave.
Yeah,
and it's just and let's be and I'll be real too. I mean, I love Rhea Ripley. And let's be real, she knows how to break the internet at times.
bro.
Holy shit!
Literally every member of the LGBT community
knows how to break the internet.
Basically the women who are lesbians are salivating over Rhea Ripley.
I mean, right, and
they're salivating over her because of how she's pinning her opponents.
I mean, true. It's just like,
and I look at him, I'm like, well, I mean, I don't blame you.
Well, at least Rhea knows how to break Instagram, though. I can tell you that. Me and Tyler can say that much.
She broke goddamn Instagram. She broke Facebook. She broke TikTok. She broke every freaking thing. Twitter, every damn thing.
But it's just like she's another one that I was like, if they screw with her, that's going to cause
her. Had her have one Raw Women's title run,
and that was it.
That was it. That was 2020, I think. If I remember correctly, or 2021. I'm not sure. No, it was 2020.
Yeah, it was 2020.
Because she had won. No, yeah, because she had won the Rumble that year, and then went on to Mania and won that title. Or no, it was 2021.
Yeah.
Was it? No, it was 2020.
Yeah.
Because I remember, like, no, I don't know if it was 2020 because she had the freaking NXT title run.
Yeah.
No, she didn't win the Rumble that year.
No, she didn't win the Royal Rumble because I think she held the NXT a couple of years before that.
She had held the NXT Women's title. She had a feud with Charlotte, and she had a Mania match with the title.
Yeah,
which she beat Charlotte for.
So that
which I thought was smart because it elevated NXT as a brand.
And
now it's dead. But anyway, she had won the Raw Women's title. I don't know if it was Mania or what. I think it was Mania.
I think it was Mania.
Bianca, she was runner up. She was runner up that year.
Yeah.
She automatically, I think they were looking at her as a secondary women's title picture holder.
Okay.
Because Bianca had won. She was runner and Rhea was runner up. She was the last one eliminated. So she did have the Raw Women's title in 2021.
Absolutely. And that's
fast forward to 2022. She's in a goddamn tag team with Liv Morgan.
And looks like she got moved down the card. I think she moved. I think she got moved down to the mid card.
She slid down. And after she lost the title, she slid down the card.
I just feel like that's a travesty. I think she's more.
It was a travesty, but the thing is, the only way a person should slide down the card is if their momentum via the crowd. If the crowd isn't buying into them anymore,
that's a good point too.
They should go down the card because of that. She was still over as hell. She's still over as hell.
And she still slid.
Yeah. She still slid down the card, which is bullshit. Total bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, it sucks though, man. You're seeing, I thought Liv Morgan has potential to be a women's champion, but that's not going to happen anytime soon unless
Liv Morgan has it all too. She has the credentials. She has the mic skills. She's really good in the ring. Like, why not give the title to her?
I don't know, man.
Why not push her? People have been clamoring for you to push her since her Riot Squad days.
Hey, appreciate it, Raphael.
What up, brother?
Shout out to El Capitan Raphael Chassin.
El Capitan.
And that's another thing to it. It's like, and definitely you could make the same argument when after Bianca got screwed at SummerSlam, which I think everybody in the wrestling world knows we're going
But
to be forget
the thing is that's different because she had been rectified by
that.
Mania.
That's true.
She had been rectified because
Right.
fans were so pissed off
You,
that
you and me
WWE had
both.
WWE had no choice but to book her to win that match.
Because
And the thing is, I said it on Bing or Goalie's stream. She had to win that match. And I
yeah,
said it on our episode
because it's like
covering the pre-show. She had to win that match.
because it's like this is the best way to rectify that. Oh, that was just
26
bad.
fucking seconds. 26. Literally, Becky Lynch fucking comes in the ring, slams her one time, wins the match. What?
I was like, what the fuck is what is this? And look, and the thing is, like, look, I appreciate her return, but not that. Like, let her just start at the bottom and work her way to the top. I'm sorry, but that's some bullshit. Not that I think.
And now she's a heel. People hate her, but the problem is, it's not heel heat. It's legitimate. People legitimately hate her because of what happened at SummerSlam. Don't hate on her. Hate on the fucking booking.
That's what I was. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Hate on the writers because they're the ones who make this shit, not her.
Hate on the goddamn booking. Don't hate on her. She didn't do anything.
Yeah. But it's just like I don't know. But and which is crazy for those who had. Now I kind of did like for those who did not see Young Rock. We highly recommend you go watch that because they dropped a kind of a bit of a teaser.
I don't know if it's a teaser.
Teaser
to
or
me, I think people were jumping the fucking gun. I think The Rock is just poking fun at people saying, "Oh, he's going to come back at Mania." I think it was just him poking fun at that situation. Now, if it does turn into a match, I'll be proven wrong. But I'm not holding my head on my ass because of one comedy stunt on his comedy show.
But yeah, I think oh wait, I think it was for as much. I mean, I think a lot of people hate Austin Theory, but now obviously for those who did not pay attention to his name change, which is kind of some of the most bullshit.
Theory. It's just Theory. What?
I was like, how does that make any sense?
Just Theory. Okay. The only name change that I don't mind is Raquel's. That's the only name change. And
she was using her real name.
People are saying that it was her real name, but apparently it's not her real name.
Really?
Got it all wrong. Yeah, it's just a random last name that they chose. But to me, it kind of rolls off the tongue better. Raquel Rodriguez. That rolls off the tongue. The thing is, it rolls off the tongue better.
Yeah, that is very true.
Raquel Gonzalez was kind of like, meh. This name's kind of a bit better.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like
And then let's talk it. But back on name changes that are total crimes. What the fuck did they do to Pete Dunne?
Why?
Fucking Butch.
Oh,
are you kidding me?
Like, I'll say this too. I think a lot of people might take it out of context because that can mean a whole different thing in its entirety.
The fucking person name.
Well, not just that.
A guy. It's a fucking person name.
Well, not just that, but you could also use it in a way that it can be like, how do I put this in the way that
I don't even know if any mob boss from England is called Butch. Ever.
Because it's like if his name was Finnegan, I would not mind that. At least to show some like
Finnegan would be a bad name too.
That's me more. Shit. I'm trying to think.
He was just called. He should have just kept that fucking Bruiserweight character. Let's just.
I'm sorry. He's another one that I feel like
He should just stay the Bruiserweight. Because that was way over. That was way better of a gimmick than this English mob boss
It was like this Fight Club faction.
Fight Club thing and
I mean, look,
shit.
not gonna lie, I do like the Fight Club thing, but really, like, at least give him a different name for crying out loud. Like, goddamn.
I will say this: WWE did capitalize on an opportunity, and it fucking cracked me up.
Oh, jeez.
They had a segment with, and I sent you the TikTok about it,
Mm-hmm.
or a video about it. They had fucking Xavier Woods and Kofi.
Oh, yeah. They.
Fucking Xavier Woods mentions the fucking G.I. Jane thing, and the next thing you know, 2 seconds later, Pete Dunne's flying over the goddamn table.
Like,
so they literally referenced the Oscars debacle.
Yeah, what it's just like
what the fuck?
It's just I don't know, man. It's just like it's. And look, I mean, with the Fight Club faction, which I would never see. I kind of like that concept, but at least with Pete Dunne, at least give him a better name than Butch. Like, come on now. Like, I'm trying to think of a. I can't think of a name off the top of my head that it could be that works with Pete Dunne. But it's just like, yeah, like Tyler said, he just got it. Just like I'm pretty sure he said he wants to. I'm pretty sure he wanted to keep the bruiserweight, but unfortunately, I think with how WWE is doing things behind the scenes, like they're kind of very stubborn with it.
They think the thing is I think they still think that people can't watch NXT. If it was on a network, I wouldn't have cared.
That is true.
If it was on Peacock, I wouldn't have cared. The only one that would be complaining are the ones that do have Peacock and who can watch NXT. If it was still under a paid service, like it was when it was on the network, no one would have cared about a name change. But the thing is, you had the man on cable TV as Pete Dunne for a year to 2 years.
Yeah, as the bruiserweight.
As the bruiserweight.
I think one of the longest reigning NXT UK World Heavyweight Champion. Before I think
he was the longest reigning champion until Walter came along. Then Walter,
that's a whole nother.
had like a 3-year fucking run with the damn title.
Yeah, and as look, Walter's like great.
Gunther.
I was like, why? Because Walter is his real. And as Keith put it, it's just like, why are you taking people's government names away? Goddamn. Like because she another fellow wrestling fan, like she has had it with a lot of times, people like trademark, like especially WWE trademarking their government names. It's like, what the fuck is this shit?
Listen, John Cena, when he's doing a role for a movie and they try to credit him, you know what these fucking directors have to do?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, we have to pay WWE because they trademarked your name. So we literally can't put your name on the fucking movie poster until we pay WWE.
That's some like we said. That
the
is
man hasn't been in the business for like years.
Because I've also been
for a couple years. The last time I think it was like 21 or some shit.
I think early 2021.
It was Money in the Bank.
Yeah, Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank 2021. He debuted for like a one-off match.
And that was pretty much about it.
The man's basically retired at this point. And you're telling me you can't use his fucking name?
Come on now.
Bruh, John Cena is his fucking name. Let him use the shit.
Yeah. I mean, it just goes to show sometimes the lengths people can and how low sometimes WWE can get to. It's like trademark, and obviously not a perfect example, but we'll look with the Chelsea Green bullshit that was going. That debacle. I think we talked about previously.
I don't think they told the Chelsea Green thing. Her name wasn't an issue because she's still Chelsea Green outside of WWE. She's Chelsea Green in Impact, so her name wasn't an issue. The problem was with her booking.
That too. Plus, they almost tried to trademark her name at the same time.
They almost tried to trademark her name, but she found a way to work around that.
Yeah, thank God.
The problem was she went down with a fucking injury on a debut of. She got moved up to SmackDown. She gets hurt in her first damn match on SmackDown. Gets fired the next fucking day.
I'm like, are you kidding me with this bullshit? I mean, and
She
then
gets an arm injury, and then you fire her. What?
I mean, it can't be worse than fucking let's go like kind of go back a ways. Maybe like when Paul London when everybody was standing in the hall. Does everybody remember that debacle? Like,
Nah, he deserved that shit, honestly, because you're not supposed to. When you don't act well, it takes that mystique away.
that is true. Yeah, that is very true. But
And he took that mystique away for a bit, and people noticed it. All eyes were on him. So WWE had no choice but to let him go
I think
because he made a mistake.
just like, and the thing is too, especially with Walter, it's just like, or no Gunther. But I'm sorry, I'm still, what
And
the fuck is
his partner too,
Marcel? I think I forgot
Marcel. But the thing is, Marcel Barthel was a shitty name.
Yeah, and I'm like, that
So
sounds.
his new name sounds fucking better. Honestly, that's the second one. I forgot what his new name is, but it sounds way freaking
It just
better.
seems like the broke. Man, it feels like the Imperium faction just kind of is dead at this point, which is a shame though, man. Because I really enjoy that. I think I really like that faction, the Imperium faction.
Imperium isn't really dead.
Just does.
The problem is that they relegated it from 4 members to 2. That's it.
Like, yeah, I don't know because I did like the other members though, but
The other members were freaking great, and then I don't know what happened to the other 3. I know he was in a tag team with fucking what's his face.
I can't remember his name now.
Marcel was in a tag team with somebody else.
Was it Alexander Wolf?
No, it wasn't Alexander.
No, that was some. No. What the hell? Oh crap!
Alexander Wolf. This is recently. Alexander Wolf's been fired for freaking years, dude. Since freaking
really? Oh,
since freaking fucking that fucking what's that faction he was in? Fucking EY.
Oh jeez. I can't think of the fucking faction name. It's kind of.
I forgot, but yeah, he was in faction with fucking Eric Young in NXT.
Okay.
And he got fired. Like way before that. I forgot the new that one other Imperium member. There was 3 and then it went to 2 when they got called up.
Because I can't remember the other. I can't remember the other 2 because I know there was Walter, Alexander Wolf, Marcel.
It wasn't. Was it Alexander Wolf?
He was part of it before. I think before. This was before. I think it was still when it was on when NXT UK was still a thing.
Oh! He wasn't fired then. No, he was fired. Excuse me.
That's I might have to double check that because I think he might be wrestling elsewhere. Because I'm trying to think of the Imperium because obviously now right now it's Walter and Marcel, or I don't even know what is.
It's Walter and Marcel, but that's the only member because it was a third. They were tag team champions, and they were going against MSK before MSK broke up because they fired one of the members because of the whole sexual assault allegation, or whatever.
I think it was domestic violence. I think it was
or domestic violence allegation that of a wrestler made. That Kimberly made.
Yeah.
To me, I believe her because she posted proof. She had a picture. She looked beat the fuck up.
And there is saying that a picture is worth 1,000 words. So
yeah.
So it did tell us.
But the thing is, we don't know if she beat herself up or what.
That is true. So
more evidence has to drop. But right now, I'm believing her because there is a bit of circumstantial evidence, but I don't know.
I mean, we're gonna have to wait and see. But I think overall, I think it's just, and I'll say this too, man. I think Cody, I don't know. There's he's got a really special aura around him since going back. Now,
dude, I am telling you, bro. Ever since he left, he found himself. He found his gimmick, and it's working.
And the fact that the WWE finally actually come to their goddamn senses and let him just keep the gimmick that he developed
kept the gimmick, kept the
And the
American
music.
Nightmare gimmick, kept the fucking music, kept the damn American theme of kept the damn symbol,
Yeah. And not
kept
to
the
mention
damn
too,
symbol.
and the fact that he also poked, and if you go back to, I think it was like night one or WrestleMania, he actually, I cracked up at it because he just pulled out the cart with the Stardust cartwheel and all that shit.
Dude, I looked at Seth when they did a close up of Seth. He broke fucking character
Like, cause
because his ass was fucking dying when he did that shit.
because you got to think to like him. I'm pretty sure him and Cody are pretty close, and I think Seth
Yeah, they're
knows
friends. They're
like
friends.
how.
I think that's why the whole Cody Rhodes Seth Rollins program was happening because he wanted to work with Seth, and Seth wanted to work with Cody.
Actually, that's a very good point. You got to think too, because I think Cody was already there by the time I think Seth was getting called up. I think it was, or was it the other way? I think it went the other way around.
Seth was it was in a dark match. Them two had a match because they were thinking of calling up Seth. This was 2012. This is when the Shield was coming along later that year. So they were thinking of calling him up. They just didn't know how they were going to do it. So we had a dark match with Cody, and that stuck with him for years. And they're like, you know what? When he comes back, I want to be the first guy to face him. And oh, behold, he was the first guy.
And the thing is too, and that goes along with the different character development. Plus, his promo works out better. I mean, if you look back that one episode of Raw, like the fact that he wants to let's be real. I think he has all makings of being a world champion. I
wholeheartedly agree with that. Completely, 1,000% agree with that. He has that star, but the thing is, he was missing that star potential in his first run.
And I think when he left, I think that's where he's like, okay, it kind of looked like he got into his mind and said, okay, so I got to find something that can make me stand out. I think
like the thing is, WWE tried to do something with him. They tried with the Stardust thing. They tried to make it work, but it didn't. It just wasn't a good fit for him.
But I think, and that's the thing too. Like, I mean, the American Nightmare, I think a lot of people don't notice that was Dustin's road before. I think before he was the Natural, like he also went by the American Nightmare as well. One point in his career, so I think. I just feel like the Natural fit Dustin a lot better than.
Yeah, I feel like Cody and Dustin had a conversation about it before the gimmick was even created again.
Yeah, I think
he said, "Look, use the American Nightmare gimmick. It'll probably work better for you than it did me. I'm more of the I'm the Natural. You should be the American Nightmare."
And lo and behold,
the Nightmare family, the Nightmare family was born. The Nightmare
Cody. Well, we love or hate him. I mean, he's become a better, much of a star. Now, you can't take away that he had some good runs for the IC title. You can't take that away from Cody, though. I mean, that's something that
Cody had the NXT title.
The IC title.
Oh, they said NXT. I'm like, what?
Dude, no. But I do say, he had
a good run with the IC title.
I almost got that NXT title.
The IC title, he had a good run until Mania.
The fact that he brought out
until Mania of 2012, when he jobbed out the fucking Big Show.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Literally jobbed out the Big Show.
I'm still shaking my head at that, but I'll give Cody Rhodes some credit though. I mean, I did at the fact that he brought out the classic design of the IC title. I was all for that with the white strap and all. Honestly, you better keep that going. But I
like it too. I liked it too.
And the older one wasn't too bad, but just like I think the old one kind of just
it was just stale. It was stale.
It was stale since the late 90s or throughout the 2000s.
It was that was more. It wasn't late 90s. It was more early 2000s.
The early to mid 2000s.
Kind of like 2000, 2001.
Yeah.
Or no, 2002, because IC title was not around for a little bit.
That is true. Oh wow, forgot about that. I forgot about that.
IC title was not around in the late 90s at all.
Oh right, I forgot about that. That's crazy.
They brought it back in 2002 with the brand split because they didn't have a mid-card title. Or no, they took No, as a heel tactic, Eric Bischoff revived. Or no. It was Stone Cold. Stone Cold brought that title back. And that was when, Stephanie McMahon in storyline was clamoring, oh, we don't have a mid-card title. So she created the U.S. title in storyline.
And I think, too, it's just like, let's be real. I don't know. The current IC title, man, so it's like, the fact that they got rid of the previous designs, like, why? Like, come on, that was just so simple.
The thing is, it looks stupid now.
That, you know what? That's a good point.
It looks wonky. It looks wonky as hell.
That is a very good point, though.
It reminds me of the goddamn 24/7 title, but in a different freaking color.
Okay, it makes sense.
The only redesign that I really do like is the United States Championship.
Oh yeah, they did it. And as much as
they did a bang up job with that freaking redesign.
Because look, I'll be honest though. I mean, I do like as much as I love the current design. I mean, I like the previous design with the flag on it, but I feel like they actually kind of embraced what the United States title is all about instead of actually not having the eagle on the front of the plate, which is, let's be real. I think
to me the other title, it didn't pop.
Yeah,
like visually. This new title, it pops.
Yeah, and like I think Bobby Lashley held it a couple times, if I'm not mistaken, right?
He held it once. He held it once. Yeah, because they started him out in mid card, but they had big plans for him.
I mean,
to become a world champion, but they wanted him to slowly build his way up.
And that was another guy in his first run. I thought he had world champion potential.
Who?
Bobby Lashley.
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely.
And he finally got the opportunity that let's be real, we've been waiting for years.
Dude, we've been waiting since his first run.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
I've been wanting him to win the freaking world title since 2006.
Yeah, and I'll say this too, man. I think, well, I mean, I don't know. Like, it's just like, as much as, and that's another, and I think all of us can agree we do have. I mean, as much as what the current heavyweight title looks like, nah, bring back the big gold belt where it's just more simple. Just a big gold belt with 2 side plates, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't think the whole redesign thing. That's just a rumor. That's not happening. They're just gonna carry the 2 belts. That's it.
Which is the most dumbest thing. Then again,
just kill the goddamn Universal title, please.
Please do.
Just kill it off. I don't mind having one. I don't mind having one world title and 2 brands. I don't care. Both brands can have the WWE title. I don't care.
And you can definitely make the argument for the tag team titles too, because it's kind of
the tag team titles need to go too, because
and I think too, and it just seems like the tag team titles over the years.
The titles look like giant freaking coins slapped
That's what I was going to say. I was just ready to say.
Like, it looks stupid. It looks stupid since they debuted that in like 2013.
For me, I'll say if you look like the previous 2 designs, from the 2000s and the late 90s. For me,
the early 2000s, the early 2000s up to like the late 2000s to like 2009, 2010. The design of the tag title belts were clean as hell.
Exactly, like they actually represent, Raw and SmackDown in the ways that not these ones kind of do, because it's like
they just look bland as hell. Like they represent their brands, but they're just colored belts with freaking nickels and dimes stuck to them.
It's like, this belt. I'm thinking to myself, like, if I was holding this, this shit this is worth about 5 fucking cents. Like, hell, it looks like a giant fucking quarter. Like, come on now.
I could get gum with this damn belt.
It kind of gets to the point. It's just like, it's like. And then I'm like, it's just like, it kind of gets you to think it's like, at some point, like, WWE's got to realize, like, yeah, some of these designs may not be working. Obviously, the tag team titles were, the fact that they changed the design was kind of the most stupidest thing they ever done.
And then all they do, and the thing is, what pissed me off about the redesign after the brand split all they did with the Universal title and freaking the tag titles were just slap the freaking brand color to them. That's all they did.
And they got to think
Which
to the
was
Universal
stupid.
title is pretty much the copy and paste of the World Heavyweight title.
And I don't know what's worse, the blue Universal title belt or the red one. The red one for me
I
was
think both
worse.
look. I think both look worse.
To me, the red one looked way worse.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
that is
The red
very.
one looked
I can definitely see that. It's just like, yeah.
It was bright red. It looked like a freaking eyesore. I'm like, it was an eyesore. I'm like,
It's like, what the hell is this? It's like, did someone put like strap on like a fruit roll up on like with a piece of metal stuck to it? Like, goddamn.
it looked like a goddamn. It was literally the color of a fucking fire truck. It was bright fucking red.
Like, it's just like that. See,
God,
that was
so bad.
But then again, if they had like a different other color strap, it's like you can't mistake it. It's almost like the heavyweight title. And let's be real. I mean, it's just like
it looked like the fucking W Championship, but with a different freaking color. It was so
exactly. It's basically like you take it in like if you take the WWE title and slap it in a Microsoft Paint and change the strap color. That's pretty much what you're going to be doing.
They literally put no thought into it.
The only time they ever put thought into anything is probably the U.S. title. I think that. Well, but then you can also say the IC title too, because I kind of
IC title. It was like they had the IC title. They half-assed it. Yeah, but there was some thought.
There was
US
some thought.
The U.S. title. They were all in on that. They were all in on like
so it kind of gets you things that if you put a lot of thought in the IC, some thought in the IC title and a lot of thought in the US title. Why in the fucking hell could you not put thought into your world title and the tag team championships? Explain that to me. And same with the women's titles too. Like, come on now.
The thing is, I kind of like the women's titles designs. The white belt with the red interior or the blue interior.
That's better.
Nice. To me, it looks nice.
Because if you think about it, because if you look at the tag team titles in the 2000s, like I think it was like during the brand split, if I'm not mistaken. Because if you looked at the interior, like there was red and blue, like the big fat ones. I think it was for SmackDown, and you had like this.
That was the World Tag Team titles, and then you had in the inside there was like a blue ribbon.
Exactly.
It's basically like this is a SmackDown branded title.
Instead of just having like slapping a gold.
And then the other title had red on it, which basically was like, all right, this is Raw.
Okay, this is Raw. But at least it looked better, and I think the women's title. I think
it was subtle. It was subtle. They didn't make it blatantly obvious. Oh, this is Raw. Oh,
exactly.
Now it's like
let's make it into giant fucking coins. It's like what?
Let's just make it two giant fucking coins in the middle. Like what?
Like come on now.
Look. It looked dumb. It still looks dumb. I'm glad if they're having plans to accent making it one title that doesn't look like a fucking coin, then I'll be fine with that.
And I'll say, and I think we said this before too. I mean, look, without JB, I mean, look, I'll give some credit to JBL. I mean, tossing that spinner U.S. title. Let's be real, that was an absolute shit show to begin with. And
literally, when I look back at that episode, every time he does it, I literally yell at my TV, "Thank you!"
And it's just like,
and it's so ugly. I'm like, and then he lights it on fire. I'm like, that was added. That was overkill. But thank you.
But you got to think too. It's like, and look, the previous design, man, that had a good run with it too. Like, I'm not going to hold that against that. But then again, and I think after like later in that previous design, so I was like, I'm thinking to myself like, this needs a little bit of a redesign. But then seeing what the US title looks like now, I was like, okay, I'm really get behind it because it's like, look, I do like the flag idea, but just like it's kind of not like you said, it doesn't pop.
It didn't pop that much. Like in the beginning, it did. It was fine.
Yeah.
It
just wore out.
It wore out its welcome because it had been around since 2002.
That's crazy to think about it.
And it died literally, I think last year or 2 years ago.
And then I think when I think also what the redesign looked like, it's like, okay, this looks interesting.
There were some people that hated it, but me, I was like,
it's like it's not flashy, but it's like super. It's like simple to the point where it's like it's simple. But it's
to me it's flat. To me, it's flashy as all hell.
I mean, I can definitely see it.
Because
flashy.
it pops like heavy. You know it's the U.S. title. You know somebody showing up as champion.
Oh yeah,
And it
and
looks
the thing,
prestigious.
and
And
then
it
when it comes
looks
to
more
the
and it looks prestigious as hell.
mm-hmm. And the thing is, just like even when like the world title designs, kind of because obviously this is gonna be like before we wrap it up, like the ones some designs that I remember I enjoyed was the Wayne Deagle back in the early '90s. I thought that was a great design. Even the one in the late night, during the Attitude Era, with just where the circle was still had the eagle right on top, and that's in that there the
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I like the title. I like the Wing Deagle. Obviously, that's
Oh,
the
I forgot
first
about the oh god, I forgot about the undisputed title too.
undisputed
That
title
was just great.
that had the run from like 2002 to 2000 and I think 5
I think because
before John Cena
I think yeah, I
before
think Cena
John
was
Cena won and had that fucking toy belt, which
oh
like back then I loved it, but now looking back, I'm like,
look, that's like
yeah,
and you could probably think of what Edge was thinking. It's like, what the hell did he do to this title? I could probably think what Edge was thinking back then. It's like, what the fuck is this shit?
yeah, but it was a poor business decision where he had the same title but put an R in it, which I'm like, you could have just threw the other one in the trash and went back to the original design. You didn't have to just keep the belt if you hated it so much.
That is true. Or like the Miz just like blew this like the spinner upside down to like the M. It's like
I thought that was fun. I thought that was fucking fun.
Oh my god.
Oh my name starts with an M. Let me just spin it to make it look an M.
I was like, damn.
And it made
all I know is
and back in the day, it made me wanted to buy the fucking spinner belt just so I could do that with the fucking title.
But before we wrap it up, how about say huge congratulations to Alexa Bliss getting married, man.
Oh yeah, big.
And thank you, Nia Jax, for saving goddamn seeing Miz and embarrassing himself.
Dude, his ass was trying to be cocky, and fucking Nia Jax was like, "Get out my fucking way."
This is my best friend's wedding.
This is my best friend's wedding. Stop showing the fuck off. This is my best friend's wedding. Don't ruin her day.
And the fact that and a lot of like people had video of her like Alexa twerking in a wedding dress, like, oh come on, come on now.
Me seeing that video, hard eyes. I'm like, damn, she's married. Fuck.
But yeah, it's just like, I'll say this too about Alexa too. Like when I first saw her broke in as this, like she was like, what the
Dude,
hell
they gave her
is
a fucking. They literally gave her a fucking pixie dust cheerleader.
Oh.
It was like, so bad. I'm like, the fuck? And then she became a heel, became hot.
Yeah, and then it took out a part of the playbook.
Then they put her in the fucking stale ass horror gimmick.
Yeah, we don't want to. That's kind of.
And now she's off TV for the wedding thing and the honeymoon and all the other shit, which is people are complaining. Why is she off TV? She got married. She's probably honeymooning. Calm the fuck down.
That too, and man, as much as I love John Moxley too, he did not give a fuck at Carmella's wedding too. Like he's like, just show up in like boots and jeans.
Who?
John Moxley.
He showed up to her wedding too.
Yeah, at Carmella's wedding when Corey and Carmella tied the knot. I don't know if you.
Oh, he went to Carmella's. I didn't see him in pictures.
Yeah, he was just wearing like a t-shirt, jeans, and boots. It's like he didn't could not give a fuck in the world.
I think he gave a fuck. He's just not a suit guy.
That what? That's true.
I've never seen Moxley wear a suit.
Oh my god, that would be something. And think about it. And this is what we said too. The fact if we just imagine Moxley in a suit, it's like kind of like how we say. It's hard to see Steve Austin with hair back when he was known as the ringmaster in the early 90s. I was like, what?
You keep mentioning it, and I keep picturing it.
I was like,
every fucking week you always bring up Steve Austin with hair, and every time a fucking mental picture gets in my head.
But
you do this shit on purpose. I know this.
Yeah, that too. But I don't know, man.
You did it.
Yeah, but I think also when I saw who was there, I don't know, man. Man, Liv Morgan just too fucking adorable, man. What the fuck?
Bro, Liv Morgan is hot as fuck.
Especially with glasses on. Yes, sir.
Me and you keep fighting over Liv Morgan. I don't know why.
Hey,
It's me and you fighting over her. Listen,
well,
my ship had just sailed with Alexa because
long.
she got married. That shit sailed.
Yep. Hey, look,
So I have to
I-
move on to a different crush.
it's just like, you know, hell, even Ruby, man, I even kind of like how she looks. You know,
Oh,
I
you
mean,
crushing on Ruby, huh? You're crushing
yeah,
on
man,
Ruby,
who
huh?
doesn't love a woman with tattoos, man? You kidding me?
Listen, Ruby's pretty, but I'm not really crushing on her. Not because she has tattoos. Women with tattoos, they can be gorgeous as hell too.
Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley. She's
I
hot as
mean,
fuck.
dude, she knows how to really get people talking.
But I think, but the thing is, I'm chalking it up as she's for the gays. So it's like
That's yeah,
that ship sailed too.
yeah.
So
But
I'm like,
yeah,
yeah, that's but Liv Morgan, man,
good lord.
I
And the
forgot
fact,
who she was. I forgot what wrestler she was with before, but I think that dude fucked up.
bro, anybody, if you like say, just imagine somebody fucks up and screws up their opportunity with Rhea, something like Rhea,
Dude,
Ruby. I was like, are you serious?
you know
Like,
what pains me? You know who I feel bad for?
oh boy,
Darby fucking Allen. Have you seen Gigi fucking Dolan lately?
good lord, she's got
Holy shit.
God, Darby. What the fuck,
I
man?
watched fucking. But the thing is, he didn't mess up. They broke up because they wanted to be friends.
I mean, that's respectable.
So nobody fucked up. I just feel bad
But
for fucking Darby.
I was like, damn, but like, dude,
Dude,
you
I
had
get
the
to break up with the motherfucker. He's probably looking at these pictures fucking crying, bro.
like he's like banging his head against the wall, but I don't think that's really going to bother him too much.
Yeah, they're friends. Who gives a shit?
Oh yeah, happy to Easter to everybody since tomorrow is officially Easter.
Yeah, happy Easter.
But yeah,
Tomorrow is the
it's
day where Jesus woke up and said, I am not fucking dead yet, bitches.
nah. But yeah, it's just like I don't
He
know.
woke
God,
Jesus woke up and was like, you can't keep me the fuck down.
nope.
What? He fucking no sold.
Yeah,
That's what
pretty
happened.
much.
He no sold. We're talking wrestling terms.
Pretty much. It's just like, I mean, damn. Even when she was known as Priscilla, I mean, obviously when she was known as Priscilla Kelly,
For me, I lost respect. The whole tampon thing made me lose respect
that
for her
was kind of
for a
yeah,
little bit. But she even owned up and said that was a mistake.
yeah, that was kind of pushing it a little bit.
I was like, yeah, you were really pushing it. Yep.
I mean, I get it, but wrong time, like the wrong kind of like the wrong thing at the wrong
I
era.
was like, yeah, you shouldn't have done that. That was fucking disgusting.
But
Like,
even though, well, I mean, this is the thing too, because we are almost approaching the hour and a half mark. So before we wrap up here, like we're all we say is just like,
oh, and yes, this Wednesday, Rob, since Earl brought
I
it
see
up,
it.
I will be returning on Earl Cole's show for Dynamite since I have the TBS app on my TV.
Thank God.
And I'm sorry I had to use your damn account to sign in.
Now you're fine.
But yeah, I signed in to watch Dynamite on my TV. I'm sick and tired of watching a low quality show on my phone.
Yeah,
And Earl's been clamoring to try to get me on. And the thing is, I physically can't if I'm watching it on my phone.
that is
I
true.
can't watch it on my phone and stream at the same time using the same phone.
Yeah,
And I don't have a computer either. So it's like I was screwed, but now I'm not. So I'm coming back to be on Wednesday. It'll probably be a weekly thing where I'm on every Wednesday doing Dynamite.
Yeah, I mean, looking forward to that. It's just like now, kind of my thing is just like, you know, since they're going to add one more segment, let's just try to. I know this is going to sound weird, but screw it. No, fuck that. Not going to be weird. Let's try to do our top 5 hottest female wrestlers.
Are we doing this now, huh? We doing this now, huh?
We got to have that.
Okay. All right. Top 5. All right. Alexa Bliss, obviously.
Okay.
Rhea Ripley, obviously.
I mean, of
Uh,
course.
Number 3, Liv fucking Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2,
I think. Wait a minute.
I will have to say fucking Ty Conti.
Okay.
She's hot as fuck.
Like, she's thick
And
though. I can say that much.
I just
I had to get that out there.
all right. Ty Conti. And NJ. Anna J is my top one.
Oh,
Even though
had
even
a
though
feeling you
two
were
of
going
them
with Anna,
even
Anna
though
J.
even though fucking 2 of them are not fucking single, one's married. They're like my top 5 fucking hottest
Oh, okay.
female wrestlers who I have crushes on.
Okay. For me, it's going to be Rhea. Liv is 2. 3 is going to be Ruby because for me, I love a woman with tattoos because I think
Understandable.
she Ty Conti for sure because it's like if you piss her off, she's gonna judo your fucking ass.
She was going to put you in a fucking judo fucking armbar.
She knows how,
Or kick your fucking head in.
Liv Morgan's number 4 for me because this is not going to go in. This is like no in particular order. And number 5, let's go Gigi Dolan.
Oh, why didn't I put her? Fuck.
I beat you to it.
That's the honorable mention. Honorable mention
Honorable
for me is Gigi Dolan. Honorable fucking mention.
Man, I feel bad for Darby Allin. Holy shit.
If I was Darby Allin, I would probably beat my fucking self up. Like, what the fuck did I do?
I understand it. Like, if you guys want to be friends, like, I'm all for. I would completely understand that.
Yeah, it's understandable. If you don't feel the love and you just want to be friends and whatever,
Hey, look,
you know.
more power to you.
I love when if a relationship ends, I would rather it end in me and a girl just being friends.
Hey,
Like,
look at The Rock and his ex-wife. Look what they're doing
friends.
together.
They're fucking business partners and they're killing it.
But yeah, I think that's kind of where we want to end off for tonight's show. Oh, okay.
Oh, Serena. Okay.
Wow.
Serena Deeb, Liv Morgan, Lacey Evans.
Okay.
Nyla Rose. Ooh, okay. A lot of honeys there, dude. A lot of honeys.
Chris Statlander not bad looking for herself.
No, Chris Statlander is not. But I kind of look at her as like a best friend, not like a crush.
Yeah, she's like the person that you could probably share a drink with.
Every time I look at her, I'm like, every time I look at her though, I'm like, I want to be best friends with her.
like I could probably game with Chris Statlander. Like she kind of gives those like gamer vibes.
Like I'll game with her. I'll be best friends with her.
With Adam Cole too, because I think he looks like a pretty much of a gamer too.
Adam Cole would probably punch you in the face with a Hello character. He did that already. Or no, it was Tyler Breeze just fucking with him. Punch him in the face with a goddamn Hello.
I forgot about that clip.
He was like, "Stop punching me! Stop punching me!"
But yeah.
Adam Cole. I follow Adam Cole on fucking Twitch. He would be a stand-up guy to game with too.
I mean, AJ Styles. I think AJ Styles also is a gamer too. Now I think
AJ Styles had a Twitch and the Twitch ban thing happened, and he doesn't do Twitch anymore, sadly, because of the whole Twitch thing.
Yeah,
which he could easily go back on since they lifted the ban. I don't know if he wants to,
but yeah. But I think, I mean that's all we got for you guys. Even though we did kind of went off. I mean, talked some other few things.
But hold on. Oh, Earl, Serena Deeb though.
She's not bad. Ooh, she's not bad looking either. If you don't piss her off. You know what? I think my honorable mention is Thunder Rosa. Actually, I'm really liking her.
God damn it!
Who doesn't love a Latino woman, man? Come on now,
dude. She is fucking gorgeous as hell.
Like if you don't piss her off though, like she don't like if you don't piss. Oh well, I was going to say Britt Baker, but now that's kind of pushing it a little bit. That's going to push.
You're going to get a fucking Panama Sunrise by Adam Cole if you say fucking.
I think somebody can make an argument for Jade Cargill. She's fucking gorgeous as too. You kidding?
Dude.
I think man, I like.
You speak to my language, you fucking oh boy.
It's just I think. I mean, look, I think she could be more than just. I think she has like women's champion written all over her.
Dude, she's working on her fucking craft. She's a star. She is a star.
Though she's a star. I mean, I think she's
no doubt in my mind she's a fucking star. She's got the charisma. The mic skills are on top.
I mean, the strength is unbelievable.
Her strength is fucking. Oh my god, dude, she is chiseled like fucking crazy,
dude. I was like,
she's like buff as hell. I'm like, damn.
And it's just like the fact that she's got her she can use her height to her advantage too, which is crazy.
And I could tell you what you were thinking when you first saw her.
I was like, damn.
Like, damn, I can let her beat me.
My mind pulled was like, damn. But yeah, so I know
it reminds me of that segment. Remember that segment when fucking Matt and Jeff Hardy were looking at fucking Candice Michelle?
Oh, she's another one that.
And then freaking Ron Simmons comes in front of him, looks at her, and he goes,
damn. And Earl Cole says she's built like a piano.
Dude, I watched that segment on YouTube. I watched that segment on YouTube so much. Fucking. It just cracks me up. But no, she's not built like a fucking piano. She's built like a goddamn tank.
No, she's more of like a goddess than anything else, the way that she's built.
She's built like 10 Wonder Womans.
I mean, you can basically, if she dresses like a Wonder Woman, you can't tell the difference. Like, she's literally built like Wonder Woman.
She's a little bit buffer.
That's true, yeah.
She looks like Wonder Woman, 8 Wonder Woman.
That is true. And you got to think, too, like, but it's just like, I feel like and, I mean, the way, I can't wait to see her break out to be that star, the star of the women's division. I think she can lead this women's division.
But, dude, me and you, when we see Jade Cargill,
like,
hard eyes.
Right, who's looking at the score?
And we're just staring at the screen,
salivating. But yeah, but that's pretty much what we got for you guys. Go make sure you don't want to miss out on Wednesday for the wrestling experience. Go check that out from my buddy Earl Cole.
Yeah, I'll be on it this week, and I'll probably be on it for basically every Wednesday. Because he always asks me if I want to come on like every week, and then I'm telling him no because I don't have the TBS app, and then I figured out how to get into the TBS app by asking you to help me sign in, and then I signed in, watched Dynamite. I'm in for whatever you need me, Earl, to get on to watch Dynamite. I didn't want to do Battle of the Belts tonight because I was doing this show.
Yeah, even though we've had to push it back because I had obviously personal reasons.
Yeah, we were like tired from work, and then like right after you told me I can't do the show, because you were tired from work, Earl asked me, "Oh, you want to do the Battle of the Belts tomorrow?" And I'm like, "I can't because of this show." So this is why I couldn't do the Battle of the Belts tonight, because of this.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I mean, we've been going on for almost an hour and 40 minutes. So I got nothing.
Bro, we were too busy fucking swooning over wrestlers, man.
hey, look, at least we got our top 5 of favorite beautiful women's wrestlers coming in.
Yep, that was high quality content. Great thinking.
Yeah, I mean, but before we kind of end it out here, I do appreciate a lot of people who kind of, I mean, look, if you tune in like, every like 10 seconds or something like that, look, I can greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys coming in, socializing. Thank you for the compliment. I feel like it was a great show tonight.
Absolutely.
We had a lot to talk about, even in the back half of the stuff that I didn't have written down. It was like off the cuff stuff, which was fun. A little fun thing to have.
Yeah, at least try to fill us some in, because we don't want to give you guys some dead air bullshit. So I mean,
we don't, because there was like early episodes before where we were just giving dead air because we had nothing. But now it's like we're moving along.
We're just trying to
better.
We're just trying to add.
just keep adding. Yeah,
Just try to figure out some new ideas.
Yep. And the thing is, we're still figuring this YouTube thing out. We've grown since our first episode.
Yeah.
We've grown since Anchor. So we're gonna keep growing. We're gonna keep improving.
And
for you guys,
too, like and look, I mean, I'll start, and there are times where I'll start streaming. If you don't see me like doing like streams like these, like you'll do because I'll do like some random Q&A streams from my phone because I've been actually learning how to do live streams from YouTube on mobile. Because it's like I will because like that's something I want to try to add some new things to it, like do like a live like a live stream vlog or whatever the case may be. I'm still finding ways, new ideas to spice things up, whether it's here on the It's Real Enemy channel or the Philly Sports Talk podcast. I do appreciate. I'm going to try to, but for those who do not follow, mostly me or my buddy Tyler here, but if you have not checked out my Instagram page, I did put up an announcement that we are definitely holding a merch giveaway, but the date is still to be announced, depending on how, because obviously my schedule is brutal at the moment. So just bear with me on that.
No, this is not going to be for this channel. This is going to be for our other channel because we have just hit 400 subscribers.
Technically, we're at 406 actually on the sports channel.
All right, a little bit over, but we hit 400.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit over 400. And y'all, thank you.
And I'm gonna try to see what we can. I'm probably might try to shoot it for at least not this Sunday, not next Sunday, but probably the Sunday following to be the merch giveaway. But it's going to be like if you haven't checked out my late night show, because I'll do those sporadically at times. So if you guys want to tune in, because that is always in a call-in show. If you guys want to call in, I will post a link, the call-in link in the chat. Or actually, now that I think about it, we should actually start doing a live call-in show on our wrestling show too. Now that I think about it,
I was telling you this, man. We should do a live call-in. But the thing is, and we have enough subscribers. We're at 40 now. That's true.
Yeah,
we can have people call in from the chat or
that should be like a whole nother thing in itself. Now that I think about it, but it's just we greatly appreciate it. I mean, look here on the wrestling channel. Look, 40 subscribers isn't enough, and I can speak from experience for how I built the Philly Sports Talk podcast. From the had to rebrand, got rid of something because in the past I was throwing up some whatever screwy clips I wanted to. But then again, from what other people say, oh, YouTube is hard on us. I was like, I'll give it a shot. So I cleaned everything out, rebranded, worked, the last, 400 plus total videos and a handful of live streams. And here we are on the sports channel, 406 subscribers later. It was not, I'll say this too, it was not easy to start, but over time, I've learned to develop some new skills along the way, learn how to edit videos, all that stuff. Dealt with some had to build my own intros from scratch, even though I don't have the best technological skills. So I had to ask other people to help. Obviously, if you've not seen the It's Real Me intro, I know it's simple, but it's something that that's kind of how the show is. It's just simple to the point. It doesn't want to be too flashy, all that good stuff. But we're
not going to do too much, because when you do too much on YouTube or any platform,
it's going to burn you out.
It's going to burn you out, and it's not going to work. You got to build yourself up from scratch. Start small, get bigger over time.
Exactly.
And when you do too much when you're talking too, it comes off as cringy.
Yeah. When
I used to do YouTube, I was cringy as hell.
Hey, exactly.
I have 2 subscribers. It was a slow build, but I was told to be myself. That's all you got to do. That's all you have to do.
And yeah, I mean,
don't try to create a persona. Don't try to have another character.
If you watch some of the live streams that I've done, I have shown obviously the Scott Hall thing. I literally
he's shown vulnerability. He cried on stream. He
I
cried.
literally had to turn the camera off because it's like,
Yeah,
no,
turn the
I don't
camera
want
off, and he was bawling. You could hear him sobbing.
like
And the
because
thing
it's
is,
like
and the thing is, we welcome a lot of emotion. We welcome,
and trust
people
me, I've
to.
shown some anger on stream too, so I could definitely tell that, especially on the sports side of things. I could I could
Yeah,
say
that
that.
one time you want to beat somebody up. But the thing is,
Well, yeah, well, that's the different.
the
That's no
thing. Hold
longer
on.
up on
All
the
right,
channel.
all right. But here's the thing. The one thing that I preach when it comes
It's
to YouTube: keep working, keep doing what you're doing. Because there was one time I did YouTube and I felt like I wasn't good enough, so I quit because I wasn't growing as fast as I wanted to grow. The thing is, the thing is that you're not going to grow fast on YouTube.
no.
It's going to be a slow build.
I mean, depending
But
on
what really helps too is you have to build relationships with people.
I mean, take it from me, man. I mean, if I weren't, and especially, and I'll say this too, huge shout out to my buddy Mitch because he was one of the first guys that I've met on this journey. You know, being a content creator.
Literally, we had the same trajectory because he was the first guy I met. You introduced me to Mitch first, and then
Yeah,
I met Key. I think I met Key
you
second.
met Key, you met Goalie, you met Coach
Met
Spotlight, you
Goldie, met Spotlight, met all great freaking people,
everybody
all
in the Spotlight
stand up
Sports
freaking
Network.
people.
It's just
Everybody on
like,
the Spotlight Sports Network, and right now, I'm trying to get on the network itself, but that still hangs in a balance. We're figuring this shit out.
hey, look, we're still
Like
learning
I
new skills
said,
as along, but yeah, I mean, it's something
like we're like
like
this is the thing. This is the thing. This is we're not where we want to be yet. And
eh,
yes, we about to just do. We every hate comment that we've got, yes, we notice it, but we're not hurt by it. We
nah.
don't give two shits about it.
And take it from me, like
Um,
I gotten like direct death threats in my comment sections before. Like I was like, okay,
bro, literally, bro. That one time that somebody mentioned my fucking appearance and it pissed me off.
yeah, and that's
And
the thing. And
don't like yes, I'm not the best looking motherfucker out there. I get that.
neither am I. So I mean,
But here's the thing: we're not doing YouTube for looks. We don't
hey,
give two shits
I'm just
about
doing
it.
this as a fucking hobby.
I'm doing this for fun. I'm doing this,
Let's be
to
real.
entertain people,
It's better than an audio podcast. I can tell you that much for a fact.
bro. The audio podcast. The thing is,
That fun,
it
motherfucker.
was harder to get a reach, way harder,
Because I think it's just
because
like
it reached like maybe 20 viewers, and then it would
it
plummet.
just falter. But with YouTube, man, YouTube is all around the
You
world.
just keep growing. You keep growing,
Mm-hmm.
and you keep growing. There's
And
no
take it
like, there's no you peak and then you fall.
nah. I mean, there are times like there are some things that I mean, like there are some times where some of my views, like they may some of it have peaked. There have sometimes there have fallen. Like it's like YouTube's not like a perfect world, so you can have peaks and valleys in your statistics. And take it from me, like when I do my sports live play-by-plays, I know this is on the wrestling channel, but when it comes to because obviously what Tyler said about reach, if you want to be a content creator, I've talked to some people from the UK, Australia, Indonesia, India, definitely mostly from the Philippines because they love their basketball over there.
But the thing though with the reach, what I'm meaning is when I mean talk to people, so it can help you get a reach. Talk to people within the wrestling community or the sports community, like you're doing with the Spotlight Sports Network. There's wrestling fans in there, so I'm talking to those people who are like
Exactly.
wrestling with me. And the thing is, it's cool to do that because then you form relationships with them, friendships with them, and it's great.
I mean, absolutely. That's the best way you can put it. But I know we're kind of 10 minutes away from the 2 hour mark, but this is because, like, we're trying to give you the best content as possibly could, because if you look back in our like he said, like Tyler said, look back in our previous episodes, we were giving you dead air. And
we're giving you dead air. We were awkward, and
yeah,
you
just
know,
like
I
it was
wasn't talking with emotion, and I mean, I was talking with emotion early on, but then like,
just some, but not as much as like as we
but
did
dude,
other.
it wasn't as bad as it was when I first did Anchor and did the podcast by myself.
Yeah,
I was like talking really low and not talking with emotion. Now I'm talking with tons of emotion.
well, because it's like, and think about this too, and look at me. Well, I may not have the best setup by any stretch of the means. I have my laptop, I have a roller desk, which let's be real, I'm going to get a new desk and a new chair for the setup. I'm still keeping the green screen in the background because, like, thought do a little bit of a different look than the ones I have with my jerseys. Because for those who actually seen my older streams, I had all my jerseys hanging up in the background. It's just for me, it's just like, yeah, since ever since my brother moved out, I thought it was just like, because I had my green screen around, just never used it as a lot. So I decided to pin it up against this wall where my bed used to be.
And you guys want to see my setup? It's either my bed or here.
But
it's
yeah,
not
like,
as high tech, but we don't give a damn.
Nah. Hey, look, we get the best for our budget, pretty much.
Yeah, my budget's.
But yeah, I mean, this is kind of what we all give to you. I mean, yeah, I mean, this is probably somewhat of one of our longer episodes that we've done, because it's like we're trying to like not feeling as much, but still. Oh, trust me. Yeah, I mean.
Oh yeah, we were all like, I was nervous when I started YouTube because the first time I quit, and I'm thinking, what if I'm not good again? What if this fails? And as of right now, it has not failed. We've grown a bit every like.
Not since I brought you along with this journey with me, and we.
No, I brought you along. No, I brought you along.
Well, you brought me to the podcast game, but when it comes
with this channel,
yeah. But when it came to YouTube as a whole, I'm the one that brought you back into the YouTube game.
Yeah, because I saw one of your YouTube videos. I'm like, all right, and I was still on Anchor at the time, and that one episode had like maybe like 5 listens. And I'm like, yeah, this is not working.
Oh yeah, and you gotta think it too. And for
those, also, it was me and you doing you and an unnamed individual that I am not mentioning ever again.
Yeah, unfortunately,
we had a falling out. So, but
if you looked at the thumbnail, which is
just me and Rob.
You can understand why.
But it was me and you on Anchor, and then it just faltered. And I'm like, I see that you're on YouTube. Want to join me for this channel? You were like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, and this is
we just blew up ever since a little bit.
Yeah, mostly it's just like, because it's like, and I've learned this, even though I'm doing it, even though like, and a lot of people say, oh, being a YouTuber is not the best thing, and I was like, yeah, fuck that shit. Like, I'm doing this for the fun of it, because it's like I enjoy interacting with people who may not be in the world of a content creator. Like I've taught like there are times like when we get videos in our comment sections, like I greatly would interact, and there's some when I will not interact, but
and this is why I do it. I do it to talk to fellow wrestling fans. I do it to talk to about wrestling, something that I love, with other people. I don't care if I get 1 million views or 1 million likes or 1 million subscribers. I don't care.
It's the chemistry. Chemistry is where.
Dude, we're best friends. Of course it was gonna work. We didn't have any doubt in our minds when we went and did this channel. Did we?
All I know is, but for those who love my MLB The Show streams, you're gonna enjoy watching me kick his ass.
Oh, come on! You got lucky that one game where you walked off. Yes,
but I do appreciate for those who are actually.
I'm going to promote this. Y'all can watch my disappointment.
But yeah, I mean that's just a little poke fun. So all we kind of we'll leave it with this, like. When it comes, like if you are like an upcoming content creator, the best tips we can be, and I think we all be yourself. If you want to have a persona, look, more power to you guys. If you want to have a persona, that's more power to you.
The thing is, find what works for you. If something
Exactly.
works for
Definitely.
you, stick with it. Stick with it.
Gotta find your stick.
Me and Rob, we don't have characters because we're not trying to be characters because that doesn't work for us. What works for us is just being us.
And that too. Also, we also love wrestling and sports. So it's
And we
kind of
love
just
wrestling and sports. So
and
we're
that's
just
kind
going
of
to
how.
talk about wrestling and sports.
And plus to like learn how to do like make some. I mean, thumbnails is also for because if you also want to like look at better other tips, try watching some bit IQ videos because they can give you and I'll say this much, I've learned some like decent tips from them because it's like it shows like what's the best way to because obviously usually the thumbnails is like the number one thing that will capture your audience's attention, but
Yep.
I'll leave it at that. But like
yeah,
you saw,
the thing
like
is, there's YouTube videos out there that would tell you how to start a channel, how to record a video, how to make a thumbnail, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Editing, I had to. For me, when I had the fact that I found out editing from my buddy Mitch's other Tyler. He's the one who edited my I think my second video, or I think one of my older videos way back when. Yeah, at the time I didn't know how to fucking edit for shit until.
And also too, if there's people who watch your videos that's like in your family and they tell you this is what you need to work on, this, and this.
I've been told to like because
take it.
I have a tendency it. And I've actually gotten some comments too, like some some actually because this is earlier in my YouTube career. I've actually got one comment on the older video, like kind of slow because I have a tendency because Tyler, you know me better than anybody that I have a tendency to talk fast, then slowing down and think about before I speak. So I started learning. I've actually thank God for public speaking courses because I've learned how to kind of slow down how I speak, especially with video. And it kind of took, and I translate what I've learned in, because I took a public speaking course in college and see how everything goes. And at times, like, do I get fucking dislike some of my videos? Yeah, sure. And I don't care about that.
That's with me. I took public speaking classes in freaking high school.
But
it kind of worked for me because the only way it works out for me though is I have to write shit down, or I would lose my train of thought of what I'm going to say because I need to see what I'm going to say.
And that's another tip for if you want to start a podcast, make sure you have your topics written down because
you gotta write them down. Write down. It could be bullet points. It could be sent. It could be a whole damn script. We don't care how you do it.
Just me, because like for me,
the easiest way that helps me is bullet points. Write down the topic. Say what I need to say. My thoughts. Say the second topic. My thoughts about it, and so on and so forth. For you, it could be like if you're doing like a comedy skit, then you can write the whole script down.
Oh, pretty much. I mean, and I'll say this too, because obviously for those who love Philly sports, and I will tie this into as well, since we are live on the Philly Sports Talk podcast channel as well. Like, obviously Tyler has been on the Phillies Talk podcast, which is a separate show on its own. And some of these shows, like I've done the Sixers Talk podcast. I'm going to be doing the Eagles one very soon. And these shows that I've made, I have tons of knowledge of because I've seen it. I've watched a lot of games. I've been, I know a lot of the stuff that's going on, and just throw it in there. And let's be real. I mean,
this is me with wrestling. I've been a wrestling fan since
2002.
2002. I've been a fan forever. It feels like, but yeah, it feels like forever because I don't feel as old as I do, but it feels like an eternity since 2002. Oh yeah, thanks. But yeah, I've been a fan since 2002. I love wrestling, and the thing is, it's been a passion of mine. On the sports side, to talk sports. Hell, when I was in high school, I wanted to be on ESPN.
I think that's mostly absolutely, and that's the thing.
And I told you this, and I told a lot of teachers this in high school. I wanted to be on ESPN. Want
Oh,
to be on
and
ESPN.
another thing too. If you have not seen our previous episode when we had Earl Cole on, this is where we had 3 different eras of wrestling. Obviously, we had
Yeah.
Earl
So
with the
so we
golden
have
era.
so we have the insightful guests. We have all this stuff. And the thing is with wrestling,
Doesn't
like back in the day, I wanted to be a wrestler, but then of course circumstances got in the way.
Here,
Yo,
Steve.
what's up? What's up? Um, but I never thought of talking wrestling for a little bit. Then
Yeah.
I was doing the football podcast, which flopped its second year.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended that podcast. Well, the thing that happened with this channel was the birth of this channel really wasn't my doing. It was, I think it was my mom because I was doing sports. She was like, "You like wrestling too, and why don't you do wrestling?" I go, yeah,
And then all
sure.
of a sudden, like, because and this is what and Tyler says too, like, because obviously I like wrestling as well, but sports has been my number one priority, my number one thing to talk about. And since living near the Philadelphia area, I thought to myself, why not dedicate a YouTube channel for all things Philly sports? But if you looked at some of these, I will have some random videos, throw it in there, just kind of keep the shit going. I throw in like a rare soccer video. I talked about the MLB trade deadline, whatever team made moves. Like if it's anything sports related, I will cover that or talk about it in the live stream, or especially with we'll talk like obviously we're technically we're going to say because obviously with the Eagles podcast coming up very soon. So if you wanted to listen to all things Eagles, kind of give so we can if you like our insight on the Philadelphia Eagles. Do not want to miss that, or even like Sixers or the Phillies.
Yeah, go over to that channel. Subscribe to that channel too. With this channel, we still have a lot of growth to do. Obviously, to get to the level that we are at sports channel. To the sports talk podcast or the Spotlight Sports Network family. Thank you for having me on that on that end, and thank you for being an affiliate to this.
Well,
Hopefully
because it's
we
like,
do. Hopefully we do have it to where I'm in the network.
And yeah, so go check out this channel. Also
y'all
go
are
check out the
some great
sports channel.
fucking. But the thing is, y'all are some great freaking people.
Yeah, and I'll say, and this is another tip too. If you're doing a sports channel, or if you do live streams, be careful what you say because you never know who's watching. Because think about it this way: because I tried to be as carefully as I possibly can. Because say because and there are times you got to be careful what you say at times because like there are times to take it from, and if you have not watched it, because I have a 2-parter when we interviewed Chris Shula, that's something that even though it was a big milestone, but that was something that that could possibly happen again later down the road. And when I do start doing live streams, I try to be as PG as I possibly can, and try to be, just gotta be careful what you say on here because that
like we try to be PG, but if an F bomb slips, then an F bomb slips.
It happens.
But you can't really, It's
kind of like a force of habit kind of thing.
It's a force of habit. Me, I'm saying the F bomb like every 2 fucking. There we go.
And my buddy's swearing like a damn sailor.
I know. I was I say the F bomb.
God, if I had a freaking soundboard, I would.
It seems like you're gonna need you need to have to put like a.
If I get the soundboard, I was about to say pull out a SpongeBob reference.
Dolphin noise. Dolphin noise. That's all I want. The SpongeBob noise. I don't care.
But yeah, just try to be as. And say if you do get your channel monetized, be careful.
The thing is, just don't say harmful crap. Don't say anything harmful. You can curse. No, I don't think YouTube doesn't even care that you curse.
Yeah, well, not.
Don't mention certain words. Alcoholic beverages. Don't say anything about that.
I don't think YouTube would even care because there was a couple times where
that's Facebook. That's Facebook.
Well,
just
and
don't
not just
mention
that.
don't mention
Just
harmful crap.
yeah, just try to make yourself look presentable, and think about it. It's just the way you go about it. And look, take it from me. There are times I have shown some anger on my streams. Because
I
let's be real.
really had to go ho 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 ho. Calm down, calm down, calm down.
Yeah, so that because that's no longer up on the channel because I actually deleted that. So we're gonna have to
Yeah,
we're gonna start that. So we're gonna
felt
start
like
that fresh.
he felt like he had to delete that video.
Oh, I did.
Yeah,
Because it's
and
like
I know you did. I know you did, but he felt like he had to delete it, so he deleted it. Which it was right. It was the right call because he was violent. He was basically violent on that episode, borderline.
Well, for those who kind of know about me, because I'll start doing some more personal streams in the meantime. Because the thing about it is, before we go, because we're kind of I know we do apologize for rambling on the last handful, like 15, 20 minutes. I have a short temper. So when something so there are times I will misconstrue things to the point where I get super pissed off. And if I talk to somebody, can they explain clarification? And they say, if it means a difference, makes sense. So I took it, but the way that it kind of went, whereas I was being more protective because Mitch, let's be real, he's one of my other best friends. It's just and that's another thing too. Just try to spread a lot of positivity.
Yeah, be positive. Spread love. There shouldn't, and that's not just with YouTube or anything. That's with life, man. Don't hate on people that don't deserve to be hated on. Spread some damn love, bro.
But that's all we got for you.
Yeah.
Obviously, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel where you may be watching.
And yeah, like, subscribe, share.
Or if you're following me on Twitch, go follow my Twitch channel as well. All that's in the description because the fact we actually reached up, the fact we have over 10 followers on Twitch is, I'm surprised. I'm shocked.
And also I've said this since we started doing YouTube. Mental health does matter. So if you guys need a friend or anything, I'm here. Rob's here.
Actually, I don't think about it. I think we should actually just try to do like a mental health stream, that kind of thing. Just kind of like.
I think we've already done one. I
I don't think I might have to check his back catalog, but I don't. If we didn't, I think we should. Just kind of let things out because here's shout out to my buddy Sultan Mir, who he has done a couple of those. Just take away from the actual sport content itself, and just have a day just focus on telling mental health stories and just kind of figure out how we got better. That's that kind of thing because it's something that I didn't really think about until I was well, shit, I didn't even think about that. It's not, I don't know. I just feel mental, look, look, and I'll tell you something from experience because I've taken short breaks from YouTube before because obviously different stuff, but in the ways, because I've met my buddy, when I talked to my buddy, the 444 Philly Fan Podcast, he was on a long hiatus, obviously for personal reasons, because now finally it's good to see him back. He's another great Philly sports content creator, by the way. Yeah, I mean, if you feel burnt out, try to take small breaks as you can, because from what Mitch told me, when he took a break for over a year, that kind of hurt his numbers a little bit. So, yeah. So that's a little tip for you. But with that being said, we hope you guys enjoy the show and our extra credit scenes, whatever the case may, or whatever the hell you fucking call it. But other than that, make sure you like, share, subscribe to both these channels, or if you're watching on Twitch, go follow my Twitch channel. All that's going to be linked in the description down below. With that being said, it is Robert and Todd from the It's Real to Me podcast. We'll see you guys in the next show.